My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series. We're going to talk about something very interesting, and that's about alimony. So please subscribe to our channel. A very common question we get has to do with the duration of alimony. Now, in a lot of older judgments of divorce, we used to see language that said something like alimony will continue X amount of dollars per month for 48 months, and it was almost like buying a car. It will continue for that amount of time, and it was like a fixed thing. There was one type of alimony, but there was another type of alimony too. That was called alimony gross. There was periodic alimony, and periodic alimony was just sort of open-ended. It was basically for longer-term marriages. So somebody said they have to pay $1,000 a month until further order of the court. So what you saw in those cases was a reluctance on the part of the parties who received the alimony to remarry, because many of the judgments of divorce used to say that the alimony will continue until death or remarriage of the parties. So you'd have somebody collecting alimony, they don't want to lose their alimony, so therefore they don't want to remarry. So even though they meet someone, they're worried about losing the income, and if they lose it forever, and what if their second marriage doesn't work out? So that was an issue. Now, the language that you'll see in most judgments of divorce in 2023 are basically going to say, at least the ones in Michigan, that the alimony is going to continue without an end date until the court orders otherwise, until further order of the court based on a change of circumstances. And what that means is anybody can come before the court, either the payor or the recipient, and can say the circumstances have changed. I want the alimony to start. I want the alimony to stop. I want the alimony to increase. I want the alimony to decrease. In other words, if there's a substantial change in circumstances and it is an alimony case and the alimony has not already been barred by the judgment, the parties can come back to the court and say, Your Honor, I'm obligated to pay $1,500 a month, but I can't do it anymore. I lost my job, lost my pension, lost this, lost that. Don't have the income to support it, and therefore I need it lowered. And you're able to do that. Somebody can come and say, I don't want to pay alimony anymore because there's been a change in circumstances. Why? My ex got married to some rich person and doesn't need the support. The court can essentially have a hearing to determine, is that a change in circumstances that is something that the parties should be able to bring before the court to modify the alimony. The court could say yes, the court could say no. It's going to depend a lot on whether or not this alleged change was contemplated when they negotiated the alimony in the first place. There are other factors too, so you have to keep that in mind. But the short answer to the question of, if I remarry, do I necessarily lose my alimony? Well, not necessarily. It's going to depend on what the judgment of divorce says regarding remarriage. It's going to depend on to what degree that is a change of circumstances that should impact alimony. So the court is going to have to hear our testimony and argument on that issue. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.